Hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am. So today was an interesting day, a good day, frustrating day, but overall positive overall. 41 dials in the day, not the best, but we did send out 61 LinkedIn messages because we got a bunch of connection requests. And I did that before 9 o'clock, seeing if it was better to send out messages earlier in the morning, and I got 4 replies. So yes, it was earlier in the day seems to work better, as well as 3 booked demos, which is fantastic. So 1 through LinkedIn in the morning, 1 through LinkedIn in the afternoon, and then another one over the phone in the afternoon. And the one that was over the phone I had liked because there was a guy that I called last Friday at 4:30, and he said on the phone with another colleague, like, I think I know what this call is about. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll call you back. And then didn't call him back the next day, called him back today. And then he gave the same excuse. So like, I'm just on the phone with another colleague. I called around the same sort of time. And I said, I challenged it. I went going like, okay, just before I go though, like, I mean, that is what you said last time. So are you just trying to get rid of me here? And he went, like, oh, I don't know what this call is about. And just like, I'm talking to a colleague here. I put him on hold. And I was like, okay, well, like, I mean, like, have you spoken with us? Yeah or no? And he said no, I haven't spoken with, but like he just knows what it's about and it doesn't have time. And then I went going like, okay, well, like, I mean, really, like, the point of this call is to see if it would be worth having a longer conversation. Like, so like, you tell me yes or no. If no, I'll never call you again. And then he said, okay, sure, let's do that. And I was actually surprised. I thought I was just gonna like X, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I said like, okay, well, what about like tomorrow at noon? Or Friday at 4. And he said there was like a long 30-second silence, and it went like tomorrow at noon works. And then it was just like, okay, I guess that kind of fucking worked. So that was fun. And then the 2 demos booked are for, I have a full day tomorrow essentially. Yeah, like one at, no, hold on. I think one at 11. Yeah, 1 at 11 and then 1 at 4:30. So full day. That's awesome. Now, the frustrating thing is the fact that the guy who said he was going to sign up yesterday, this morning, picked up and answered the phone. Then we got through everything, went to the pricing page. He was saying, oh, like, he didn't take into consideration the setup fee and then the payment method. He had to move some money around, and then the payment method wasn't going through. And then he said, okay, we'll touch base later today, but then it sounded like he was serious. And then like I sent him a text being like, okay, well, like, we accept Visa, debit, and credit card. I don't know if he was using a different sort of thing. And then when I called him 3 hours later, he didn't pick up. When I called him 2 hours after that, he didn't pick up. And when I called him the last time, like around 4:30, he didn't, or I forget when it was, he didn't pick up again. So then I don't know, like, he hasn't replied to the text message. I don't know if what happened though, because like, speaking with my sales manager, it's either he's just like too polite and didn't want to say no to hurt my feelings, which I think just is ironic, because the more mental angst and that I feel is as a consequence of him saying yes 3 different times and then just going silent. So like, if he really was catering towards, if he really wanted me to feel the best way for him to do that would be to say no. If the answer's no, that's what I'm confused by. Is like, I don't know why we have agreed to 3 different phone calls, and then ultimately that, I know prospects lie, but we never know. But then booked 3 demos, so that's that. 3 demos held on the day as well. 1 was a disqualification, 1 was a good call, but then I don't know whether they're going to move forward because they wanted a bit more targeted approach. And then another one was one where I thought it wasn't going to end well. We just talked quick pricing, but then she wanted me to follow up because like her name starts with a D, my name starts with a D. I've been persistent with it, and she liked my mentality. Like, which none of those are qualifications for me to think this deal is going to close. But there was a point where at the beginning of the call, when she went like, I think it just was more, my feeling at the beginning of the call and throughout was that she was just kind of getting information, wasn't going to move forward or anything like that. But then by the end of the call, it sounded like she actually wanted to move forward with us. It wasn't today. She does it like there's a license that she gets, and to follow up in 2 weeks. I asked if we went and put a time on the calendar, and she said, no, just follow up with me, but you've been persistent, so I'll remember you. Again, there's just so many mixed signals that I go like, okay, well, I'll put a task down to follow up in a couple weeks, and like we'll like get in touch. Like she's like a New York mentality of she said, what was the thing that she said? I need to make money until I die, something like that. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, I need to make money before I'm dead. That's it. Just was. I was confused. But yeah, so then it's frustrating because I've closed the $10,000 deal this month. I've hit the accelerator bonus, but I was hoping to be at higher. I think by the end of this month, I will have gotten a score that I will beat in the majority of the coming months without closing a $10,000 deal, which is frustrating because it's like, this is supposed to be the month where it's like, oh fuck, like I hit 22K in just regular revenue, and then slap on top of that a $10,000 deal. Like now we're at 32K, huge payday. But that's not what is happening. So at minimum, what is nice is the fact that it has secured me into hitting quota and the accelerator bonus 2 months in a row, but it just isn't what I thought. Maybe the universe is telling me, I don't know. There's a lot of things that aren't quite going my way in the way I'd like them to be going. But it's not a net negative. But I had enough activity on the day, like 102 reach outs in total, 3 demos booked. So if every single day I did 3 demos booked, I made 102 reach outs and held 3 demos. Oh, no. 4 demos held. So 3 demos held and 1 follow-up held. I'm differentiating the 2 now because I want to get a more accurate idea of my close rate, because I thought it was at 19% for the month of March, but it actually was higher, like at 27%. And my numbers were wrong because I count a follow-up as the same as a demo held, even though it's the same person, so it shouldn't count. It's not the same. It's not the same. But yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Again, hoping there was another deal that potentially could close, but then the guy had to reschedule. Luckily, I got him to reschedule for next Tuesday, which is before month end, rather than pushing it back and starting off May. Again, we'll see. I'm glad that I anchored my emotions to assuming that I'm only going to close 2K more. Which now I'm starting to think, should I just assume I'm not closing anything else? Like I have follow-ups, but there's nothing, follow-up, I don't know. I don't know. We'll fucking see. Either way, I'm happy. But what I did like getting up early this morning. I think I got out of bed at 6, like naturally waking up out of bed at 6. Needed to eat more. I didn't have tacos yesterday. I just had drumsticks, and I felt hungry later. I want to feel full. I might order something. Should I do that? I probably shouldn't. But I like getting up early and getting to work early. Like sending out those messages in the morning, started the day out nicely. It felt good to book a demo before 9. I think that's what it is. That is the title of the video. It felt good to book a demo before 9. Fuck yeah. I'll talk to you later.